Good morning. Alan Briggs from the Eastern Area Silver Team Operations with your daily briefing. So today we'd like to talk to you about what's going on the fire, in particular with all of the weather that we've been having, some particular safety concerns, and some areas around the fire. So we're going to start right in ICP. As most folks know, as you've driven by the ICP, you've seen a lot of traffic. Yesterday, we did not have much activity on the fire due to the weather. However, along the 58 corridor with that weather brings a lot of safety concerns. Our fire traffic is still going to be high, especially in the mornings and the evenings along Highway 58. So we ask the community to be aware of that and also take the proper precautions. So moving away from the ICP, as we look at the fire footprint between Division X-ray and Division Alpha, a big area of concern that we've been having to monitor is what's actually happening on the roads. Yesterday we sent folks up to the line, and as we sent them to the line, they were looking for access points. Some of the challenges that we faced yesterday was rolling rocks and debris, as well as some snags or fallen trees across the roadways. Naturally, due to the weather and the safety concerns for our firefighters on the ground, we did not choose to engage. The rain continued overnight. We're reassessing that again today as we try to gain access into Division X-ray and Division Alpha. So starting with Alpha, the intent today is to insert the division with the resource advisors and take a really hard look at some of those waterways, those culvert crossings, and assess the conditions of the road. If it's safe to do so, crews will insert here today and continue with the suppression repair work. As we move through Alpha into this open fire line that was still hung up very high on the cliff face, they'll be looking at this area in particular, and they'll work it over to the wilderness. So as we're a new team, when we transitioned, we got a lot of good information from the local forest and from the team about their intent for the Waldo Wilderness. Currently, this is unstaffed. We don't expect that the fire behavior up here is very good or very active. In fact, the opposite would be true. And I say that because as we work into Division Papa, yesterday morning there was upwards to 6 inches of snow. Just the day before, we had active fire behavior in this area where we had isolated torching and some running. So big change in the fire behavior. Right now, this area, we expect it to be smoldering, some heat on the line, but no threat for further movement, at least through today's shift. As we work down to Waldo Lake, we understand the importance of this to the community and to this incident and the local unit, the local forest. So we've been taking a really close look at this area. The water quality here is amazing. It's a beautiful spot, and we want to maintain that as much as we can throughout our time here on your forest. So as we work down into Division Sierra, you'll notice that there's been a change. We've dropped the number of divisions overall across the incident, but the particular area of concern is right here, and there was 2 slop over pieces that were handled by some hotshot crews and some engines, and they got the line around that, but now the suppression repair piece needs to happen. And again, as the division soup and the resource advisors made their way into this area yesterday, it was just impassable. We couldn't get in it. So we're reassessing that again today. For the rest of X-ray, it's a similar story. We're working hand in hand with the Union Pacific Railway, and we need to keep that access open, not only for the railway, but also for Highway 58. So with that concludes today's briefing, and thank you.